All right, Monday morning we are getting a acceleration lower body day today. At least that's the plan. Back is still kind of wonky from what was that Friday? Kind of tweaked it doing some speed RDLs. Happens every so often. I mean, again, training hard, things are gonna happen. You can't prevent injuries. This is basically from a previous injury that acts up every once in a while, but I made it through the baseball weekend. Caught yesterday, so I mean, once I get going and moving, it feels all right. It's just like that initial, like getting out of bed. It's like, oh, you feel like you're old, but that stuff happens. Like you're not gonna never have injuries. That's part of training hard. That's part of doing athletic things. It's part of being athletic for life. So we just work around it. So we might have to adjust some things today, but the plan, we'll get warmed up here. We'll do our heavy sled pushes. Then we'll get into our sprints. We're gonna stick with 15 yards. Accelerations outside. It's a little wet. I went out for a walk earlier, but it's wet, so we'll see how wet it is in the grass. Anyway, our plan is on the grass rather than hard surface today. So we're gonna go a 10-yard build, but we're gonna time the last 5. So just kind of change it up a little bit, timing different parts of the sprint just to see where you're at and make it more challenging. Not always know where it is. I have done these in the past, so we'll see what that 5-yard time is rather than the last couple of weeks I did a 5:10 fly, I believe. So we'll change that up a little bit. Then in our lifts, we're gonna hit. We'll hit some depth. We'll see how the depth drop or the overcoming iso squats. Those should be fine. Depth drops, we'll see how that might be that jolt on the back, but we'll play around with those, see how those feel. A couple different jump variations. We'll do approach jumps. I don't know if we might change it up. We might do a tennis ball one where we get a little bit tricky between legs around the back, that type of thing. And then seated broad jumps, seated double broad jumps as well. Follow it up. Then our original plan is to deadlift. We'll see how that feels. If that doesn't happen, we might just throw in some back extension iso holds and then pump work with that. We'll play around with that, and then we'll switch our rear foot elevated split squat. We'll just do a few more sets of that. But I think those should be good because we're using the belt squat still, and I think that belt will help. But we'll see. Again, we'll play around the lifts. That could change, but that is the plan as of right now. We'll see how the sprints are feeling. That could be jolting too, but again, that rotation establishes the lower right side. But we'll get Finished with sprints, didn't feel too bad, wet and kind of muddy out, but we got done. I guess I didn't have a reference point for those. Last time I did a 5-yard time was a 15-yard build, so a little bit more build. So we'll just use these as the new reference point for would they have been faster on a harder surface? Yes, obviously, but again, change up the surfaces, don't beat up the body so much. That helps as well. So now we're gonna do our lifts and jumps. We're gonna start with that overcoming iso squat. Again, we'll test the depth drops, see how those feel. Back is feeling all right though, so you feel it a little bit. I'm twinging on a few of the sprints, but it's just a pulled muscle in there, so nothing too bad. Dealt with it before, so just work around it. We'll see how these feel. This will be fine. Drops and jumps, we'll see how those go, and then we'll test out, see if the deadlift is going to happen today or not. Pull it against the rack. All right, finished up with jumps and drops. Drops felt great. Regular jumps, the hurdle jumps felt fine. But then I did went to the seated broad jumps. So those are the first jump off the box was fine, but that second jump is just, I don't know, just that explosive movement, motion, that hinging pattern. Felt it. So we'll see. I'm going to do a few ramp up sets here on deadlift, see how they're feeling. If it's bothering at all, we might just do an overcoming iso deadlift or hinge, pull, whatever you want to call it. Instead, we'll see how these feel, because I think that overcoming iso will help. Because those squats, I think, help feel pretty good. Actually, don't feel. This felt fine. So I think a lot of it's just more of that, just full-on explosive movements, what you feel the most. So we'll go up a little bit, see how these feel. Go from there. Again, most people when they're injured, they just do nothing. Doctors tell you to do nothing. Your physio tells you to do nothing, or do some stupid banded exercise. I'm not telling you to just go all willy-nilly and go balls to the wall. If you're hurt, injured, adjust. Know your body, but doing nothing is usually one of the worst things you can do. Yeah, certain things, yeah. You need to rest and let it heal. Broken bones, things like that, obviously. Don't be stupid. But just little slight twinges and tweaks, work around it. I find exercises that help it feel good, isos, slow lowers, things like that. But again, train around pain, train around injuries. You can always do something. Forgot I got hit by a pitch yesterday in the lat too, so I feel that, like, just that kind of Charlie bars feel when you're pulling. But that actually helps because you know you're actually using your lats too, so it's an indicator something's working, you're doing something right. Always adjust your workout. Workouts always written in pencil, not pen. The old Joe DeFranco quote. Adjust as needed. It's not about killing yourself, destroying yourself, making yourself tired. That's easy to do. It's about getting the stimulus you want and you need and being ready for the next session, next game, whatever you got going on. Life. Training should improve your life. Do it in the morning so you're ready to go for the rest of your day. Get you fired up to go to work, even if you're not fired up to go to work. Or school, or whatever else you got going on that day. Feel that more on that, where I hit than I do on my back. Yeah, we're not doing it today. This feels like something's tearing in my lat. Once I got up to 315 on those deadlifts, I just felt like my lat was gonna tear. Like just that bruise. I'm sure it won't, but it just didn't feel good. So we called it at 275. We'll add an extra set of these belt squat, rear foot elevated split squats. I think going heavy on these. We'll pair these with our spine extension or our band assisted Bray Wyatts, just because I didn't get to my goal working sets. We did 275, which is a warm-up set. I was doing 335 for sets last week, keeping it above that 0.3, but a call it on the deadlift. Just again, live to fight another day. Let everything get healed up, and we'll be good to go. So warm up on these, get ready to go on these. Okay, just a couple accessories to finish up. We're going to go the side lunge, the curtsy lunge. Keep the same weight as last week. Really, I want to work on getting deeper, especially in that side lunge. I'm so immobile in the groin. We'll do that, and then we'll do calf raise iso, single leg calf raise iso, add 15 seconds this week. Problem with these is they suck to hold it on to. Thumbs look great. Power blocks are great. They suck for these. These ones are falling apart. Crap, they are falling apart. That's not good. Just what I need to order a freaking new one.